But like you've got to provoke.
Yeah. I'd never be the aggressor.
I shouted at someone when I first moved here, because in Rome you shout all the fucking time. Like you shout all the time. That's a way of communicating in Rome.
They would have trouble understanding me. They'd be like, huh?
What's wrong with this mute? And bikes shouldn't be on the pavement. Bikes should be on the road, right? So I was just walking and I had my headphones in, but I could hear everything. So I know he didn't ding. So this bike zooms past me and smacks my wrist. But that bony part of your wrist there. It really hurt.
Yeah.
And I was like, ow. And he didn't even turn around. And I was like, asshole. And then everyone looked at me like I haven't just been assaulted.
Hysterical woman.
Yeah, but in Rome, everyone would have been like, yeah, you're a dick.
Yeah. Everyone starts showing in.
Up here in the north, everyone was like, how improper.
Should have just took it on the chin, I guess.
Should have just let this motherfucker smack me.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Long Sistance. I'm Sabrina.
I'm Gemma.
Do you know what? It's only been a week since we recorded, and when I was doing the intro just then, I was like, what do I normally say?
I was like, where's she going with this?
I think I've gone off script.
If you hear any rustling, it's the notes.
I'm like, line.
Okay. Auto prompt. No, it feels like a long time ago.
Yeah,
we've lived many lives since.
Has only been a week. I think it's because we did record a day early last week. So it feels yonks ago. I ain't heard that in a while. Yonks.
Yonks. Ugh,
yonks ago means ages ago for the uninitiated.
Donkey's years.
Donkey's years.
Do donkeys actually have different years from us? Is it like dogs?
Well, I think we should look it up.
Internet.
Donkey's years. Let's see. How long do donkeys live, do you reckon? What's your best guess?
18.
18? Mind you, how long does a horse live? I feel
18.
like I might... I think I might be overestimating the life expectancy of donkeys and horses.
I think you underestimate. Okay.
I think around 30 years.
Really?
But we'll see. So donkey's years means a very long time, originating in the late 19th or early 20th century as a pun on the long ears of donkeys. Like donkey's ears became donkey's years because they're long. Funny.
Well, I'll be damned.
Right, okay, so donkey life expectancy. Domesticated donkeys typically live for 25 to 30 years. Though with excellent care, many live well into their 40s or 50s.
Surely not.
That's crazy.
Fucking 50-year-old donkey.
Some may show signs of old age in their early 20s, and they're generally considered geriatric at age 20.
So really, was I wrong?
To be fair, in developing countries, working donkeys normally only live 12 to 15 years. So maybe you were just thinking of a hard-done-by working donkey.
Are there any other type?
And then a horse, 25 to 30 years. Well, many live into their 30s due to improved veterinary care. Interesting.
That's a long time for an animal to live, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are you doing every day?
Yeah.
Are they grateful for the end? Oh, right. So today I'm going to walk around this fucking field again.
I mean, we are of an age where we've pretty much lived a full horse life, and we're kind of like,
I've got to do maybe another 2. I don't know if I've got that in me.
Yeah. Some parrots live for 80, 90 years. Some parrots you buy and you've got to put them in your will. Crazy, isn't it? And then tortoises.
I don't want a fucking commitment like that.
Tortoises can live for over 100 years. Crazy.
What a boring life.
Yeah, I know. When I was younger, I've always been quite scared of death. That's always been in the back of my mind. I think I became aware of death very early. But
some of the near-death experiences we had.
I've always had a lot of anxiety when I think about death, and so for pretty much all my childhood and teenage years, I thought that I wanted to live, I thought it'd be great to live forever. But now that I'm an adult, I'm like, I do not want to live.
I always wanted to die young.
Captive 35.
Let's see if I exceed that.
Oh my God.
The other day I was at my neighbour's house, and they're older. And as I was leaving, they were like, oh, well, our age. I was like, oh, well, I'm 33 this year. And Franco goes, the same age as Jesus. Let's see if we do the same end.
If someone just asked me how old was Jesus, I wouldn't.
Wait, no, but I just went like that. And look at this, Now I feel like Jesus. For our audio listeners, I'm wearing a white oversized jumper and I just did like a come to me children hand
Her sleeves
gesture. Yeah.
fell down like a loose robe. Oh, but just going back a few minutes ago, I kind of wish that I'd said an age that you've already passed, because now if you, like, I feel like if you die at 35, it's going to be...
I kind of feel like you have jinxed me.
I'd like to
But also,
recall
what
that
else am
from
I
the
doing?
universe. Thank you.
I'd like to read.
She kept it at 31. When I was out on my walk last night, there was these young girls and they had a speaker and they were playing TikToks really loud down the street, like purposefully had it on like maximum volume. And I was walking down the street like, okay.
Funny actually, yesterday when I got on the train, always on a Friday, there's less people on that train. I think a lot of people must still like have work from home Fridays. So I'm sat on the aisle, and the guy sat on the aisle on the other side is this guy, right? And he's quite like a guy, right? Worth noting, he's wearing sliders with no socks.
Cute.
And he wasn't speaking Italian, he was speaking another language, but he was like shouting it on the phone. And that was annoying. So I was like, oh, for God's sake, like I could barely like concentrate on my book. And then he hung up the phone and I saw that he'd put the phone on the seat in front of him. So I was like, is he doing like a FaceTime on the 809 into Milan? And then I look and he's just filming himself doing like,
what the fuck?
Like dance moves and like mouthing to a song that wasn't playing on the phone. Or maybe he had headphones in.
Oh my God. I don't
He
know
must have had headphones
how
in,
people
actually.
have the confidence. I have often wanted to like film myself when I'm out and about, and I ain't got the nerve.
I was like trying not to watch.
Yeah.
But like I did keep like smirking and like looking up to see if because he was just still going like ba ba ba, like you know when rappers are like doing stuff with their hands.
Yeah. Do you know what? Good for him.
Yeah, except he was like 35 and like a roadman. Yeah, I was like, okay. But I like when I was eyeing it, I was eyeing to see if I was in frame because otherwise it's just gonna be me with my Kindle. Like
Surprise Long Sistance collab.
I charged for this.
Have you seen in the news that Amazon aren't going to be supporting old Kindles anymore?
No, what?
Yeah, it says for Kindles, I think before 2012. So as long as you're post 2012, you should be all right.
Of course it is.
Well,
15 years ago almost.
I think that it's mostly like the first generation and second generation that are affected, because I don't think the Kindle, like, it doesn't do a lot.
Well, do you know what they did that pissed me off? They stopped. So basically, this is kind of a long story. I had an iPad mini when I moved here, and I used the Kindle app on my iPad.
Yeah.
Right. But eventually that iPad died. Right. So then I used it on my new tablet, but it wasn't as like, and I could only continue using that Amazon account because it was linked to my UK account.
Yeah.
While I had access to my old email address, which I've since been locked out of.
Oh God.
Right? So as long as I could occasionally turn on that iPad and like, I was all right.
Yeah.
And then it stopped, and I've tried so many times in so many ways to gain access back into this email account.
That is the worst.
So I was like, well, maybe I can transfer in some way, like onto no. So I've lost all those books.
Oh, that is
yeah,
devastating.
Yeah, like I've spent hundreds, and like some of my favorite books, can't reread them, got to rebuy them. So they already like pissed me off there. Yeah. I'll be honest.
Like with the like 2-factor authentication, like it's great in some ways, but then the amount of times that I go to log on to something and it's like, we're going to send you a text, and then it's to my old phone number, and I'm like, oh, I don't have that.
No, I don't get that, but like mine will often come up like, okay, we're sending you to your bank.
Oh God.
Right. Which has gotten better over the last couple of years, but when they first started doing that, my banking app was like, it looks like I could have made it in an afternoon. It was awful, and it just never bloody worked.
Yeah.
And I used to have the same issue with the coffee machine at work. So you could use like coins, or you could use the app, right? You'd scan the QR code, you were connected, and then you could. Okay, it would never fucking recharge. It would never recharge. I mean, the coffee app itself had many an issue, but I could never recharge the bloody account because by the time I got through the security identification for the bank, it timed out.
Oh God. It is so annoying, isn't it? Like there's this one particular system that we use at work, and when you log in, you have to get a code sent to your phone and type that in. And this particular system is very outdated, and Sometimes you'll press log in and the code is only valid for 2 minutes. And so you'll be waiting and waiting and waiting for this code to come through. And then by the time it comes through, it's like, this code is expired. And you're like, I've still got another one. And
Minutes of my time.
yeah, or I'm just sat waiting to get in. Let me
It's
in.
so annoying. Like, but also, like, when you have to wait for something like that, because it's a minor inconvenience that's going to piss me off more than anything.
Yeah, yeah.
I've had huge tragedies in my life and I've still gotten on with things. But if I've got to wait for like a minute,
You've derailed my whole day.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm that petty and pathetic that now I'm not going to do it. So take that.
Oh, God. And these verification codes specifically piss me off as well because they're a mixture of numbers and letters. And I'd rather it just be letters or numbers, you know?
Why have I got to use the full hand to type this in?
Now I'm all over this keyboard. God, I could have done this one-handed before.
So inconvenient. But you know what I love on iPhones is when they send you a code and then it just immediately.
Yeah.
But then on the off chance it doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, I've got to go into the text myself.
Like a peasant?
I love that.
Also because who texts?
Yeah.
I don't even know where that app is.
No.
Then I got to fucking search it and then it's expired.
Honestly, like the main person who texts me is this system at work. But I don't know about you. I am terrible for like having loads of notifications on my phone. Like at the minute.
No,
you're the opposite.
No, we are not the same.
No. How many unread messages have I got?
Because I think I opened either your phone or your iPad or something and I promptly closed it.
I've got 200.
I don't need to be seeing that.
243 unread text messages at the moment, which is funny considering I don't have a single friend that texts me. So
it's all that thing at work.
It's all these bloody verification codes. Leave me alone.
Only from the 3 times you tried to access it. Just never loads. When I have to wait.
Yeah, I know. And then I think about when we were younger and we would go on the internet and how long we would be waiting for web pages, and we would just sit there patiently.
And do you remember it would load like a centimetre at a time?
Yeah. But now I click something, and if it's not immediately loaded, I'm like, huh? I'm like,
I've got no attention span anymore. I've got no patience.
Immediately Googling, like, is Instagram down?
But you're not the first one to have Googled it, so there's already results.
Yeah. Honestly, like the down
no
checkers,
patience.
I always use those whenever anything's being slow because I'm like, is it me or is it them?
It's probably you.
Yeah. But there was one time when it was maybe 2-3 months ago, there's like this main website that people use to check if websites have gone down, and this website went down. So ironic.
That's got Russia written all over it, hasn't it? That just reminded me of a few years ago, I was single, right? And I had been speaking with this boy in the south, right? And he was going to come up to Rome. We were going to like have a weekend of it.
Yeah.
And then, like looking back, it was absolutely love bombing. But I was like hook, line and sinker. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I want a house in Calabria. Okay. One day he just didn't text me. Like he just didn't respond. Didn't text me all day. And I was livid, right? And then my roommate was like, but WhatsApp's down. And I was like, is it? I was like, I was back on. Okay. Then it came back live and no, he just hasn't texted me.
Oh.
So, because then my roommate was like, what are you waiting for? And I was like, no, nothing, just like my husband. Then it came back and he was like, it's live. And I was like, face drops. You sure? We laughed.
Oh.
And then I went back to my room and was like, oh.
You laughing, get back to your room, single tear down the cheek.
Maybe mine's not working yet.
Is it a slow rollout of WhatsApp coming back?
Maybe it hasn't reached the south.
It's going geographically, right?
You just fucking lie to yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right, so imagine this motherfucker didn't text me all weekend. I can't believe I'm putting this on the internet. He didn't text me all weekend. And I was like, fine then. Like, already accepted that like our relationship was over and we weren't getting married and I was never going to see this house in Calabria. And he texted me on Monday morning. I was like, sorry, I left my phone at my uncle's house. Don't believe you. All fucking weekend.
Yeah, you didn't go and get it.
Shit. But do you think I stopped talking?
Oh, Gemma, I wanted to see the house.
I think you understand how much I love the South.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
I wonder if my roommate's listening and like, was that
Told me she didn't give a fuck.
She told me she never spoke to him again.
Did you ever see the house?
What do you fucking think? Not for back and try it.
Oh,
Don't you think it's so much more frustrating when you're let down, when you've lowered your standards for somebody? Girl, I knew that was bullshit, but I was like, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
And then fucking look.
Yeah, the
Or when you're
whole
like
time.
seeing somebody because you've got nothing else to do. And then they do something to you and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm doing charity work here, pal.
The nerve.
Like, I remember I used to go out with this boy. And I remember speaking to grandma about it, and I was like, I don't really like him. Like, he's fine, but like, I'm not. She was like, well, what else are you doing?
Where it comes from, eh, Grandma?
Carol's a vibe, right? And yeah, no, he was just like really dull, right? But then like, he was nice.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing anything else.
Yeah.
So like, okay, like at least we went out, we did things.
Yeah.
Someone to go to the cinema with, okay.
He was a companion.
Yeah, and this was like, we'd come out of lockdown, I think in the May, and I met him like the October maybe. So we went out for like a while, and then obviously like around holidays and stuff, we would get like lockdowns again, like in different regions, whatever. And he was like, I was thinking that we should like stop seeing other people. And I was like, well, I'm not really seeing anybody else, honestly. I've always been like that. Like if I'm seeing one person, I'm going to see one person. Like maybe like if I'm not seeing anybody, I'll text multiple, but I'm not, right? And he was like, no, I meant like friends, so that we can only see each other, so we know there's no like risk of like COVID. And I remember I was walking down the street, and I was like, I think we should just end this.
I'm so sorry, but no.
And he was like, yeah, okay, fine. And I'm not kidding you. I never thought about him again.
Until now.
Until he texted me. Like, he texted me a little bit before I met Francesco, I think. So like a good year later.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm really sorry. Like, I think we should go out and get pizza. Like, I just wasn't in the right mindset. Like, I haven't been happy without you. And I was like, I didn't even have the number saved. I was like, who the fuck's this? I had to look at the picture.
Haven't been happy without you. That's intense.
I was like, 'cause I wasn't happy with you.
He texts back like, who's this?
I think I did. Because also, I am an asshole.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm going to stop seeing my friends and only see you. I don't like you. I like them.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That is really a intense request, isn't it? Could you lower your social circle to just me? No.
I mean, like, is that abusive if he asks?
Yeah.
Or if they just slowly isolate you over time? No, absolutely fucking not.
Okay.
Oh, also, today is my name day.
Your name day?
Yeah, so obviously because they're extremely Catholic here, basically every name comes from like a saint. Gemma is actually an Italian name. It's not super typical, but it is an Italian name. And today is Santa Gemma.
Oh.
So in theory, someone should buy me a present.
In theory, yes. Yeah. Well, you have sent Francesco out to go and pick up a parcel for you, so I would ask him to wrap it up nicely when he gets back.
I still paid for it.
Oh, yeah. And give you the money.
And give me another present.
And give me another present, yes.
A surprise present. And some flowers because I'm a saint. I can't remember what I did on San Francesco.
Probably nothing.
Probably nothing. It's not my tradition. It's theirs. They should spoil me.
Do they normally get each other gifts and stuff on their name day?
Something small, or like the kids will bring in like a tray of like pastries or biscuits for their class.
That's so cute. I love that.
Yeah, no, it is.
Aww.
Yeah, just a little like, yeah.
I love little traditions like that. I feel like we don't have many in the UK.
No, I don't think we do. We're not really a celebratory country.
No.
Here they'll celebrate everything, whereas we were just like, survived another day, historically.
Well, you would take in like a bag of sweets on your birthday in primary school and everyone would get a sweet.
Or if you'd been on holiday.
Oh, yeah. If you'd been on holiday, yeah, you'd always bring something back, wouldn't you?
And teacher stands at the door giving them out on the way home.
Yeah. Oh, I used to love, like the party bags that you would get after going to people's birthday parties and have like,
Some of the kids bring them for the teachers.
hey, little
That's cute.
slice of cake wrapped up in a like piece of kitchen roll.
But do you know that's a very British thing to take the cake home?
Is it?
Yeah, like when
Oh.
people found out about that, they went mad. Like, because in normal countries, you eat the cake together.
Yeah.
But when the cake comes out, you know the party is ending.
Yeah.
And then you're sent on your merry way.
Yeah. Huh.
So you go and enjoy the cake at home.
Yeah, you enjoy the cake in private. Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah, I think it's just an extremely polite way of saying it's time to leave.
Yeah. Time to sing, guys.
Because you can't kick people out. That's extremely rude.
Yeah, absolutely. Children's birthday parties. I wonder if they're still like the same kind of thing, like pass the parcel. Musical chairs. Wonder if they
I
revolt.
don't know. I think like one of my students had a like spa themed one. She was turning 9.
I see.
Yeah, no, I think it's completely changed now.
Well, kids do get into a lot more adult interests a lot sooner now, don't they?
Yeah.
When we were, 11, 12, 13 and first experimenting with makeup, it was really awful makeup and
Yeah.
looked bad. But now,
These girls go to Sephora.
yeah, these girls do their makeup better than we do. And they've got all these tutorials to watch. We didn't have tutorials back then. You were
No,
on your
you
own.
were maybe on the back of your eyeshadow palette,
Yeah, the little
which
diagram.
always had a purple. Maybe there was like showing you like a diagram of an eye and where to put it,
Yeah.
but blending didn't exist.
No. And eyeshadows always came with those little applicators that were
A
sponge
sponge.
on the end. Why? What's that
God.
for?
I don't know because it didn't work.
No, it was so hard to use.
And then after you used it a couple of times, it was rock hard.
Yeah.
Or alternately, it would just dissolve.
Yeah.
So you just poke yourself in the eye with a piece of plastic.
Oh my God.
Or they'd come off. Oh,
Yeah.
just easier to use your fingers.
Yeah. Yeah. Like when I was first learning makeup, there was this foundation that was really popular. It was called Dream Matte Mousse. I believe it was by Maybelline. And it came in this little glass pot and it was kind of like whipped. Like
It was whipped. Yeah.
very moussey, and you would just put it on with your fingers because
I can feel it.
yeah. And I wore that foundation for years and years and years, and it was my like go-to foundation even after better foundations came out. But
Do you remember the smell of it?
yeah, I remember it all. I remember how greasy it was, and you would have to put so much powder on to set it
Yeah.
because if you just like rubbed your face, it would just move off.
It would just come off. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And it was always that Stay Matte Rimmel powder as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do still use the Stay Matte Rimmel powder now.
Is it good?
Yeah. And it's cheap. It's only £2-3.
Just
Yeah. But the Dream Matte Mousse, it was also very heavy coverage. There was all these, and it was what everyone
Do
used.
you remember it used to separate?
Yes, yeah, all around the
Like,
pores and
on your
stuff.
nose?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Mm.
And yeah, so everyone in school would wear it because it was
Yeah.
pretty much the only thing available.
I don't know if it was the only thing available though. I think it was a trend. I think
Oh, maybe.
everyone, like, it was just cool.
Yeah. And I remember that even the pale shades were very warm toned. So
Yeah.
everyone was orange. Like you could
Everyone was orange. Everyone had what we delicately call in the UK slag
a
line,
slag line. I forgot about
which is
that.
where your foundation is too dark for you, and then you can see the colour difference, like on your jaw.
Yeah, you can see with your
And
normal
basically,
neck colour.
if you had that, you were a slag,
Yeah.
which means you slept around.
Yeah,
And
which is
we
funny
were 12.
because I remember having the slag line and I was the furthest thing from a slag. I don't think I'd ever even spoken to a boy.
When you were young.
Yes. Now.
I remember though, because we have a similar skin tone, which for our listeners is very white.
Yeah.
Like we're very light skinned.
Yeah,
right?
with like a lot of like red undertones.
Yeah, like pink, I would say.
Yeah, very pink.
Like I would say especially on my face, because like my arms have always got some sort of colour. Like I'm pink.
Yeah.
Like I'm light pink. My mother, however, and actually most of her side of the family
Yeah.
are olive skinned.
Yeah, what the hell's that about?
Don't know.
What I would give for an olive skin
We
tone.
lost the genetic lottery. So obviously her foundation was always much darker than us.
Yeah. She did also use sunbeds as well. So she was also
Oh yeah, like
tan.
she was always tan
Yeah.
too. And one day, it was your day to sit in the front on the way to school, in the car, and we were waiting ages for you.
Oh God, I think I
And-
remember this.
Mum was like, what the bloody hell is she doing? You finally came down, got in the car without a word, right? I don't know how to describe it and like do it justice, but you looked similar to a what's it, right? She was orange. No other makeup on, by the way.
No,
just orange.
It's just my mum's face powder. Yeah.
Obviously, she'd noticed that it was orange. Right. So I think you tried to go down your neck a bit, but not everywhere. So it was patchy as well. And then obviously in the UK, we have to wear a school uniform. So
White.
how was her collar?
Yeah.
How was the collar?
It was all over the collar. I also remember that day, and I remember getting to school, and I had a friend who had gotten into makeup a lot earlier, and she was really good at it for the time. I remember her moving back my hair and being like, look at this line on your ear.
That's mortifying. There's nothing worse than trying something in the morning when
Yeah.
you're going somewhere.
I remember because I had always had a really, really prominent middle part, like to the point where I
Yeah.
remember being at the hairdresser's once when I was maybe 12, and she was combing it when it was wet, and it just kept like springing back to the middle part, and she was like, "Oh, it really wants to be parted down the middle, doesn't it?" And
I've accepted it.
yeah, so everyone at the time, like, it was very in trend to have a side part, especially like a side part that had most of your hair on one side, and
It was deep.
yeah. So I really wanted to try it. So I remember being like stood in the downstairs toilet where we had this mirror. And I had one of those brushes, you know, the ones that are like really spiky, the like cylindrical ones. I had one of those and I was just brushing all my hair over. And I remember you coming in and just laughing in my face and being like, you can't have that much of it over on one side. There's none of it on the other.
In my defense, right, it's not just that you'd like moved your parting over, your parting was like above your ear. Like it was absurd. But you kept it like that for a while.
Yeah.
And I was trying to tell you.
I know, I never listened to you, not once on anything.
Well, looking back, don't you wish you did?
Yes, yeah. I mean, like as I was describing how my hair was, I realised that my parting is here in the minute. So I kind of still have it all the way over. And you know what? Like, I really don't like how my hair is these days. Like, I want to change it up, but
What do you want to do?
it's just at a really awkward length at the minute. I think it needs to get longer before I get it styled properly, you know?
So you can decide exactly what to do with it.
It's so frizzy right now. God, nobody look at it.
Mine's frizzy. Yeah. Close your eyes.
Everyone turn off the video. Dear me. I went into the office for a few hours this week. Normally,
did you?
Yeah, normally I always work from home. But we've had some new people start at work. So everyone went in to work from the office for the morning, which was really nice.
Oh,
Yeah, it's nice.
so you'll get coffee and like cakes and.
Yeah, I mean, no, but it was still really nice. There's normally.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
There is normally like a little tuck shop in the canteen, and it has like cans of drink, it has flapjacks, things like that, bags of crisps, and the whole site has just been refurbished. So it was closed for, I think, like 3 months. And it's just reopened and stuff like that hasn't been put back yet. So like I said when the new guys went on their tour, when they came back, I said, "Oh, did you see the tuck shop?" And they said, "Yeah, it was empty though." I was like, "It's normally really good." I promise.
Well, it just means you've got to come back and have another look. Tuck shop.
Little
Oh,
tuck shop.
I ain't heard that for ages.
Yeah. Like most primary schools have a little tuck shop. So I remember when I was in primary school, I think I was in year 6, and the tuck shop, that was when it became a thing. So
Yeah, because I don't remember that, but
Yeah.
obviously I left before you.
so
Well, I didn't go to your primary school.
yeah, so Gemma and I went to the same primary school for a few years, but then I ended up,
I went to secondary school and you moved.
yeah, I moved to a different primary school for the last few years. I think I moved in year 5.
Could be.
Yeah, so I was in year 6 and we had like been decided that the school was going to get a tuck shop. So what it looked like was this little, kind of like a little market stall, and it was made from wood and it was wheeled so that they could bring it out onto the playground at break times. But they wanted to have these plastic like trays made to have all the snack stores in. So a few of us in year 6 were taken to one of the secondary schools, and we went into their like design and technology lab, and we got to make these like plastic trays. It was really cool. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we went.
Was it Joseph Rushton?
No, it was NK.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I know Joseph Rushton was like a tech school.
Yeah. And yeah, it was really cool because we would be given these like flat sheets of plastic, and then there was kind of like like block mold, and we would like heat them up and then put them on the mold, and that's how the trays was made. So every time we went to the
That's very elaborate for a tuck shop.
yeah, every time we went to the
Go
tuck
to
shop,
IKEA.
every time I went to the tuck shop, I was like, I helped make these trays.
I don't pay here.
I'm
just
taking my
grabbing
tray.
from the trays. Try and stop me.
Honestly, I got involved in so many initiatives in primary school. Like we had this thing that we made called the Friendship Stop, and I believe it was from my suggestion because I didn't have friends.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have any friends in primary school because I was an undiagnosed autistic child and really struggled with socializing. So I didn't have any friends in primary school. And there were other kids in primary school that didn't have friends, but they weren't necessarily in my year. And so I ended up talking to one of the teachers and saying, like, I wish that there was a way for all of us without friends to, like, find each other. And so we made this thing called the Friendship Stop, which was this little bench they installed, and it had a sign similar to, like...
Your school has a lot of funding.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? It had a sign similar to a lollipop lady sign. So for people who don't have a lollipop lady, I believe in America they're called crossing guards. So it's somebody that will stand at a crossing and help the kids cross safely. And they're called a lollipop lady here because they have this sign that looks like a lollipop. It's a thin stick with a big circle on the top that says, like, stop or go. And that's what the Friendship Stop sign was like. So you would go and sit there on a break time at the bench, and if you were sat there, that means you wanted a friend. So then someone else would come over and sit there, and then you would hang out. Yeah. Cute, eh?
No! It's devastating. Blocked that out.
As a sweet kid, really.
That's where you would have had names. I'm joking. Kind of. You were quite annoying.
Yeah, that's my life.
I've got nothing else to say.
No. Well, anything from
That's really sad. I'm sorry you went through that.
Anything from your week to report?
No, I don't feel like I could. I feel like I can't follow that. No, so let's just get into it.
Go on then. Do you want to tell them what this week's topic is?
Okay, so we have taken inspiration from a TikTok trend that went around a while ago, but we're going to bring it back, and it is a day from hell.
So I'd never
Go on.
seen this trend on TikTok. I didn't know about it till you mentioned it yesterday.
Ooh, I loved them.
Go on, tell us a bit about what these videos are like then.
So, what do you mean?
Like what the trend is, you know?
Well, I was trying to, and you interrupted.
Oh,
So.
well, I'll be quiet. You continue.
You interrupted me to tell me to do what I was about to do.
This is why I needed the Friendship stuff at primary school.
No social cue.
Yeah, I'll be quiet.
Okay, anyway. Right. So basically, in these videos, some people like based them on like true days that happened to them. And then other people just like invented them. So that's what I've done. And you just invent a day that is literally the worst day you can imagine. And I would sit and cackle. And then I wrote my own, and I can't wait to read it back because I was like snorting as I was writing it. I don't know if it's like a universal day from hell, but I can imagine that would be
Yeah. And
my personal day from hell.
Yeah. So Gemma sent me a few examples yesterday, and they were all really funny. So she did send me a quick preview of how much she'd written this morning. So what we're going to do is split this into a part 1 and part 2. So we'll just be doing Gemma's day from hell this week, and then we'll do my day from hell next week.
Someone didn't do their homework.
No, also go on then. In the interest of full transparency, I only started doing mine at 10 minutes before we. What was that?
Sorry, I opened my iPad to get the notes app, but it was on video. Sorry, continue.
I only started doing mine 10 minutes before we started, so I'm underprepared as always. But the thing is, last week I was really prepared and I had all those notes in a table. So
yeah, that's true.
You know, life gives and it takes.
I feel like you're like over defending yourself. Like it really wasn't that deep.
No. Yeah, that's me. Please don't hate me, anyone, guys. This is all I've got.
So before we start, some of this has happened to me, and then some of it I can just imagine wouldn't be really horrible.
Yeah. So when I started writing mine, I was similar. Like a lot of the things I've written, I have had happen, and then others it'll be like this. It would just
I've taken artistic liberties. Yeah. Okay. This is a day I can't ever imagine you having. So I'm interested to see how you'll react.
I'm like, this sounds like a cracking day.
Yeah. Thanks for the inspo. Right.
Sorry. Just before we get started, that's just giving me an idea. It could be fun if we like wrote out what we think each other's like best day.
Oh, yeah, for part 2 next week.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That'd be nice. Yeah. Excellent. Love that. Let's make it a series. Okay. It's a Sunday morning in July. It's hot. You wake up at 7, hungover. You're already sweating. You went to bed at 4 a.m. And then whenever I used to go out and drink, right, I would have a test immediately. Like the second I wake up, I would touch my face and see if I had my mascara on.
Interesting.
Because if I had taken my makeup off, I know I wasn't that bad. It's extreme. Like I have got to be out of my mind to not take my makeup off before I go to bed.
Yeah.
So I know if I've got mascara on, fucked it.
It was a bad night.
You still have last night's makeup on.
No! You failed the test.
You aren't at home. You're at a Tinder date's place.
Oh, God.
On the other side of the city from where you live.
Oh, no.
You don't have a phone charger. On your phone, it is on 10%. The guy doesn't have a charger for your phone.
Of course not.
You regret everything. You don't remember the end of the night, but you feel like you had an argument with someone and you've got that sense of dread in your tummy that you know something bad happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I'm in trouble tummy ache.
This guy doesn't drive.
No.
You start to get your stuff together and you know he's awake, but he pretends to be asleep. Right. Last night you got ready at a friend's house, but you can't remember if you brought your makeup and stuff with you or if you left it at hers. Because maybe it's at her house, but maybe you left it at the bar.
Yeah.
And if you left it at the bar, you're probably not going to see it again.
You fucked.
Yeah. So it's fucking boiling. It's July.
Are we in it?
Right. We're in Rome.
A
A stifling Roman summer.
At 7 a.m.
And you're already sweating.
And you're sweating with yesterday's makeup on.
But you know, like, have you ever slept with yesterday's makeup on after a night out?
Yeah.
Your skin almost hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your teeth
you
will
feel
be
that.
unbrushed. Oh.
You're burning. Your SPF definitely isn't valid anymore.
You're hungover, so your teeth will be unbrushed and your mouth will be really dry.
Yeah. And it's fucking boiling. So not only are you dehydrated, you're dehydrated in the desert. You go and wait for the bus. You know this isn't going to be a pleasant bus ride because you're on the other side of the city. But it's a Sunday morning. Everyone else is going about their nice, wholesome Sunday morning. And you're in last night's clothes. You wait for the bus. And you wait. And you wait. It's not even 8 a.m. and it's over 30 degrees. You are sweating and you want to die. You wait over 40 minutes for the bus. And then remember it's a Sunday. So it's probably just not going to come.
Oh my God. What's the bus shelter like? Is it just a stand?
There's none.
No.
It's just a stick on the street.
No shelter from the sun whatsoever.
That's how a lot of them are. Yeah, it's literally just like a sign. There's no shade. You decide to get a taxi. You know you can't afford it, but you're desperate and you're starting to feel nauseous now. Taxi arrives at the same time as the bus. That would just be like a knife in the chest.
You best believe I'm getting on the fucking bus.
But you've already prepaid for the taxi, love. You cancel now. You've lost. So you get in the taxi. But there's a protest. So the traffic in the city centre is insane and you're stuck in traffic. So you pay double what you expected to pay. You already couldn't afford it.
Oh my God.
Right. You don't care at this point. You just want to go home. You don't know if the payment's going to go through. You accept it is what it is and you're just happy that you're at home. Okay. So you get home and you open your front door and then you remember that your flatmate has their family visiting. And they're all having breakfast together when you arrive.
The
home.
worst.
Your front door opens onto the living room where they're all sat having their nice little coffee, their nice little croissants. You're in last night.
You're dressed for a night
Last
out.
night's makeup on.
Your unwashed mouth.
Also, worth noting, we're in Italy. It's not like a British family.
God. There's 6 generations of them there.
You awkwardly say hello and then go to your room. You collapse on your bed, but it's too hot to sleep. Desperately need to shower and brush your teeth, but you have to pass the whole family to get back to the bathroom. None of your friends are awake yet to share in your misery. So you're literally just raw dogging this on your own. You order food, right? You're starting to feel nauseous, but you're like, okay, I can stomach the thought of that. I think that's going to make me feel better because the last thing you ate was 20 hours ago.
Yeah.
So you're like, right, okay. To kill time while you wait for your delivery, you go and have a shower. You feel so bad in the shower, you have to sit down in the shower. No, if you have to sit down in the shower, you know you're not well.
Are we talking like it's just a shower cubicle, so you're just sat on the floor in the shower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also a shower curtain.
Oh, no.
Right? But you're not even bothered.
Shower curtain sticking to your sweaty body.
And at a certain point, you look around and think, I need to get up, but I'm just sat on the floor of a shower cubicle. There's nothing to grab onto.
No.
I could very easily just fall and knock myself out.
Once you've gone down, you're down.
You're down. Right. It's a bad day. You turn off the shower and you realise you didn't get your towels. They're the other side of the room. You finally get your towels and you get back to your bedroom. You check the status of your food order and the order has been cancelled. You have to order something else. You wait an eternity for it to arrive, and then you manage one bite before you vomit. You doze in and out of a terrible sleep for the next few hours, but every time you roll over, you wake up thinking you're going to vomit.
Oh, God. There is nothing worse than that feeling that you're going to be sick, but then you're not sick.
And you find a position where you don't feel sick, but then you start to feel sick again, so you have to find another one. Still, no one has responded to your messages.
The group chat is crickets.
Then you remember that you have a new friend's birthday party tonight.
No.
But you can't think of anything worse, right? But you barely know this girl, so it's rude to cancel. And also, she definitely knows you were out last night because you were obnoxious with your Instagram stories and she's seen them all. Eventually, you have another shower to try and perk yourself up, but it doesn't do anything. You manage to stay stood this time.
Oh my God.
You try to make yourself a coffee to try and give you some energy, but you gag and you vomit again. You get ready with what little makeup you're able to scrape together at your house because where's your makeup bag? You don't know.
Your makeup is MIA.
It could be in a bin. Could be safe and sound at your friend's house. You don't know. She's not texted you back. You've probably pissed her off. Right?
She's probably wearing your makeup.
She's chucked it out. She's the one that put it in the bin. You look like shit. You hate everything you try on and you get really hot trying everything on.
God, yes.
You settle on the same thing that you always wear and you realise in that moment that it's extremely unflattering, meaning you always look like an elephant.
And no one's ever told you.
No one's ever said anything. Everyone's been letting you go around looking like shit. So now you're not even bothered that your mates haven't texted you back because they weren't your real friends anyway.
What time are we at, roughly?
7. You've arranged to meet some mutual friends before the dinner. You regret this, but at least you're not going to walk into the dinner alone. So you go. They want to share a bottle of wine. They feel great. You pretend to sip, but the smell of the wine makes you feel like you're going to vomit. And you know you're going to have to pay for a third of that wine. You've had an expensive day. All of a sudden, your friends go silent. You look up, you look around, and your ex-boyfriend's just walked in.
Oh my God.
With the girl he told you not to worry about.
Fucking scumbag.
You broke up 3 weeks ago. And you knew that this is confirmation.
And you look like shit.
And you look like shit.
Oh.
They see you, and you spend the next hour trying to act like you haven't seen him. But you both know you've seen each other, so everyone is extremely uncomfortable. For some reason, your friends don't offer to change the bar. Now, I don't have any friends that would not offer to change bar, even though that would be bad because then, like, he's won.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is my day from hell, so my friends have not offered to change the
No,
bar.
we are friends with some bad friends.
Yeah, like, it's my day from hell. These are not my real friends. Then it's time to go to the restaurant, okay? So you get up to go pay for the wine. As you stand up, you knock over your bag, which apparently was open, and everything falls everywhere.
For fuck's sake. Everyone turns to look.
Everyone is watching. Then after scrambling to get all your stuff, no one except your friends helped, you stand up and bang your head on a table.
God. You stand up.
And it knocks glasses off and they smash.
Bang your head on the table, and then the waiter says, "Is this your tampon, miss?"
I did think about that, but it just didn't feel very realistic. I feel like everything that's happened so far could be. Right. So you bang your head on the table standing up, it knocks over the table and it knocks everything off the table, so glass smashes everywhere. It cuts your foot. You get to the restaurant and there are 1 million people at the table. It is a long table. You don't know any of them.
I hate birthday dinners like that because you can't talk to the person who you're there for. They're so far away.
So and you can only speak, like, when it's that many people, you can't have a table conversation.
No. You can only
like maybe
to your
8 is like the maximum you can have a table conversation.
Yeah.
Then everyone's just like grouping off otherwise.
Yeah.
But you've forgotten a key detail. You're abroad. So tonight, you have to speak your second language.
While hungover.
With people you don't know, trying not to vomit. You've just seen your ex and have got the confirmation he was cheating on you. Everyone orders things to share, but you don't know the people, so you don't really feel comfortable, like, taking bits from plates.
Yeah.
And anyway, you're pretty sure you're going to vomit. Other people notice and it becomes a topic of conversation and everyone tries to force you to eat.
That is the worst.
I think that might be the worst thing that's happened today.
Yeah. I'm an adult. If I want to eat, I'll eat. Never ever comment on it. Oh.
But the whole table is doing it. All of these people you don't know. So not only is that awkward, you then have to respond in a different language. So you can't even be like, "Nah, it's all right. I just don't really feel like eating." You're like trying to like phrase a sentence, but your brain's already been like fried today. You finally leave and it's nearly midnight. You thought your friend was going to give you a lift home, but they're going to sleep at their boyfriend's house.
That is the worst. When you think that you're going to get a lift and then you're not. You're on your own again.
Yeah. So you call a taxi because you haven't spent enough money today. You have to wait for ages because they keep cancelling.
Mm.
You finally get home just after 1. You get into bed and you realise that your alarm is set for 6 a.m. and tomorrow you have to work!
Oh my God.
The end!
That was a truly hideous day.
Horrific time!
We never found out where our makeup was.
No one's responded! You haven't got any friends anymore! No one likes you!
The Tinder date pretending to be asleep in the morning.
I would like to clarify that's something that's never happened to me, but wouldn't that be fucking awful?
Yes. Same.
Because men just pretend things and they think we don't know. Like, this was a low point in my life. I always remember once I was like crying in bed after like an argument or something with the and he just pretended not to notice.
Oh my God.
Like, isn't that fucking idiot? Because men just pretend.
It's so much easier if I just pretend this isn't happening.
I don't know what he did to let you know he was awake, but he was awake and he was pretending to sleep.
He like opened one eye and closed it really quickly.
He was like watching videos until you looked over and then
He's like, oh shoot.
they're waiting so long for the bus. You're absolutely disgusting. And then the taxi arrives at the same time.
That is so fucking funny. Oh my God. That was all incredibly relatable. 10 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know if you were going to get it.
Yeah. Because like I'm not a drinker, so I've never really been hungover, but I get it.
Ooh. It's like, you know, when you haven't slept enough and you're nauseous
Yeah.
and cringing. It's bad time.
You look like shit. You wear what you normally wear and then realise how flattering it is.
And no one's ever said anything.
That's so funny. Oh my God. I'm trying to remember the last time I sat down in the shower. God, I was probably...
You've got to be bad
Yeah.
to sit down in the shower.
I think
And that's not a choice.
I haven't done it.
That's a necessity.
I was like 13. Just having a rough time. Oh, Christ.
Yeah. You have got to be ill to have to sit in the shower.
Yeah.
Then you have a second shower, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Oh my God. And I hate when it's really hot like that and you have a shower and you get out and you're just immediately covered in sweat again.
Well, I had forgotten a detail I wanted to notice in the taxi on the way home is you forgot to put on deodorant. So also, you fucking stank.
That is the worst. Oh my God. No. I feel like the taxi could have been worse as well, though. Like, the taxi driver could have had a really, really strong, like, aftershave on.
Oh. Or he's trying to talk to you.
Yeah. You're in a really terrible mood and it's a really chatty taxi driver and they're really nice. So you're like, oh, I've got to talk. I hate talking in taxis.
I wouldn't have been able to if I were in that state.
No. On Uber, if you get like the Uber Comfort, which is the more expensive one, you can select on the app like the temperature that you want the car. You can select if you want like chat or no chat. Like it should always be no chat. I don't want to talk.
Just like every train carriage should be the silent carriage.
Oh my God, the rage you feel when you're in the quiet coach and somebody ain't being quiet.
Get out, just leave.
Yes, this is Coach B.
Just leave. Coach. Bye-bye. Fucking heathen.
Oh my God, no. So I'm glad that we've agreed to split this now because my story would not have followed up on that. So I'm gonna.
Imagine if you'd gone first and then I went.
Yeah, you'd have listened to
like when you like do a presentation and then someone so much better goes immediately after. You know,
yeah.
Fuck.
You'd have listened to the edited version when I post it, and you'd been like, "She's cut her whole story." Oh my goodness, I enjoyed that a lot. That was really good.
Thank you. I'm gonna quit my job and become an author.
Yeah. So next week I will do mine, and then I think we should also do where we imagine what each other's best day would be.
Best day?
Yeah. Or do you think we should do like specifically each other's worst day? I could think about it.
Maybe best is nice. It's a bit different.
Yeah, I think best would be good because it'd be interesting to see like how right we get it. You know.
Okay, but it's got to be a realistic day.
Yeah.
It's not like Sabrina wakes up and she's in Korea. Gemma wakes up on a yacht in Croatia.
I already know my best day would absolutely start off with you wake up, no alarm.
Turning my alarms back on the other day.
There is nothing worse than being woken up by your alarm. Like, if I wake up
brutal
at 7 a.m. with an alarm, miserable. If I wake up at 7 a.m. naturally, all right,
lovely.
I'll get up.
I'm going to make a coffee.
Yeah. 7 a.m., 6 a.m. with an alarm feels illegal. Waking up naturally, I'm like, wow, I've got the whole day ahead of me now.
But, like, how long do they say that it takes to form a habit? It's like a few weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, I think maybe like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I had 5 days off work. And let me tell you.
Those habits Go on.
to start from scratch.
Honestly, it's so hard to get myself out of bed in the morning.
I was fighting for my life on Wednesday morning.
I thought it would get easier now that the mornings are lighter, but it isn't.
Maybe next week it will be.
So
I'm
I'd
going
say
to keep telling myself for the
every
next
week,
6 weeks.
next week I'll get out of bed on time.
Next week I'll enjoy getting up.
Next week I'll do my makeup before work. God's sake. So shall we wrap it up, or is there anything else you want to talk about? Oh my God. When I was working in the office the other day, so it was Thursday that I went in, and I'm really into poppadoms at the minute. Poppadoms are just like my go-to snack.
I thought you were going to explain to me what poppadom was. Who are you talking to?
You think I've never had a poppadom? So I decided to take some poppadoms with me as my snack. And so I wrapped up these poppadoms in tin foil because I didn't have any like lunchbox or anything. And mid-morning, I got out my poppadoms, and just as I was like unwrapping them, somebody went on a Teams call. And I was trying my best to unwrap them quietly.
No.
The man that this girl was speaking to was like, "I'm really sorry, I can't hear. There's a lot of background noise." And I literally froze, like, "I'll leave these poppadoms for now."
Poppadoms are like a really noisy snack, actually.
Yeah, it was the
Also
the
tin foil.
that
Tin
was
foil's a
making all the
pain.
bloody racket.
I have a question. How had you wrapped the poppadom? How big was the poppadom?
I'll have some with me if you'd like to see.
I would.
One moment, please.
Okay. And how did you transport that whole? That's probably about a 15-centimeter poppadom.
Yes, it's roughly the size of my face. Yes, so imagine you unroll a sheet of tinfoil, place the poppadoms on, and then just kind of fold it over. Huh? Why? How would you have done it?
I would have snapped them all in half.
That would have been more convenient.
Yes.
Well, I'll consider it.
One of us was born with brains.
I've never been a linear thinker.
Did you just have them raw?
Yeah, just dry.
Nothing on them. Not a chutney.
Just popping on. Yeah. Do you know what? I've been.
That's quite.
What?
That's dry.
It is, yeah. But I.
Do you enjoy that?
Yeah. Yeah. I bought 3 packs of poppadoms in the shop this week. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah, but that's not my issue with it. You can have as many poppadoms as you want. I just feel like usually poppadoms are a vehicle for something else.
Yeah, no, I just have them plain. I also don't mind if they go a bit stale, you know. But anyway, let's get off that.
Some up with you.
I've been really tired this week, and I've realised that
We're not getting any nutrition from stale poppadoms here.
I've realised my diet this week has mainly consisted of yogurt and poppadoms. So I said to myself, I'm going to have some vegetables today.
What an inspirational story. When did you discover you liked poppadoms?
Oh, years ago, yeah.
Because I've never heard the word poppadom come out of your mouth before.
They are something that I just like. I never, like most people, I think when you would buy poppadoms from the shop, you would be intending to have like a curry or something. But no, I just buy the poppadoms and I do just snack on them. Classy snack.
It just sounds dry as fuck.
It is, but I don't mind that, yeah.
Good for you, I guess.
And like everyone that I work with is really, really nice. And I could tell they were like, is that just plain poppadoms? But nobody questioned.
Were you breaking them into little tiny pieces the size of your fingernail?
Don't ask questions you already know the answer to.
Public.
Well, I am who I am.
Yeah, but that's also really inconsiderate. That poor girl was trying to have a fucking Skype call or whatever it was, and you're fucking breaking off the Melina pieces.
I did wait until the call was done. Anyway.
You weren't going to, only because he called you out. You were going to be there crunching away in the corner.
Yeah, maybe poppadoms.
Maybe that's why the dryness doesn't bother you, because when you get like a... And then go, you don't even have to chew, you just have to crunch one time.
Maybe poppadoms aren't the most office-friendly snack going forward.
It's as office-friendly as a tuna sandwich.
No, it's... A tuna sandwich is much worse.
Is it?
Oh, dear me. Right, that brings us to the end of the episode. So...
Clear this with me. She's just had enough of the poppadom slander.
My psyche can only take so much.
Okay, note to self. Christ, don't mention the poppadoms. She'll cut you off live on air.
One of those hooks to drag someone off stage.
Next week, the co-host looks slightly different, but no one can put their finger on it.
Well, hopefully next week when you see me, I'll be like thriving because I'll have eaten a vegetable today.
But you have to eat them every day.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like a one and done.
That'll keep me going for a while.
Bam, bam, thank you. And now I ain't gonna have another one till Sunday.
Well, we would love to hear what your guys' idea of the day from hell is. So if you want to leave some comments, letting us know. We could read them out. So that would be funny.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
No, I feel like this was a very interesting topic.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to hear some other ones. Like I saw one girl and she was talking about like Day from Hell, but like school.
Yeah, I saw that. Like some of them were doing them as like themed. So yeah,
Yeah.
that could be fun.
And she was like, you have a test, but you haven't eaten and your stomach's rumbling.
I
And
remember.
it reminded me of one time I was in media studies and I hadn't had any breakfast. And usually that class was pretty, like there weren't many of us in it.
Yeah.
But that day we had to do silent exercises and my stomach's going. Rrrr.
I always remember this one time in a maths exam. I had a cold, and it was the kind of cold where
Oh.
like snot was just streaming out of my face every time.
Especially when you're leaning
when I
down.
bent my head. So I was having to like sit with this tissue like against my face because as soon as I bent over the worksheet, oh God, that was a nightmare. But I just noticed.
And then, oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, my makeup always goes here, like right under my glasses. It's from when I smile and my cheeks touch my glasses. It always rubs off
Yeah.
there, and I hate it. How do you fix that? Does that happen to you? Get it?
No, but mine aren't like metal, they're like plastic.
Yeah.
So it doesn't dig in the same way.
True. I need to just smile less. Because then
So-
when I smile,
Making this podcast with me.
you can't see it. So if I just stay constantly smiling, it's fine. But then as soon as my face drops, it's like, oh.
That just looks like a shadow, though.
Yeah, not in real life.
Oh, well, you're on screen.
In real life, it's like pink because my makeup's quite like yellow.
Dream Mad Noose has come off. Slid away.
Christ's sake. Right. Anyway, make sure you
Mm.
follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And if you haven't already, please subscribe on Spotify and maybe consider leaving us a review. But apart from that, we will be back next week with part 2 of this. So mark your calendars.
Count down the days.
Bye, guys.
Bye.